Good morning. Happy Friday. Here's our wide load. Just cleaned off the lights and the sign. 11.5 feet wide. If you guys saw yesterday, this is the same load. Bringing it home for the weekend. Delivering it to Vancouver Monday morning. We weighed ourselves in Midway, and I found out that our trailer is just a little bit overweight on the back with all the snow buildup going over the passes, but not very far, just a little bit. It's supposed to melt this weekend, so that'll all thaw out, and then we'll be underweight again. Wait, you guys go on the other side. You guys get the mirror cam. Today we'll have the rear facing cam up there. Not super useful with a wide load, but it is what it is. And then we got this mirror cam. And we'll also have an old cam we haven't used in a long time. All right. Down Anarchist we go. Let's release the brakes. I missed a step. Roads are actually really decent over here. They were pretty much white and slippery and all of that till we got to the Anarchist summit just a little way back, and they started getting much better. Give puppy and human their time to get across the road. Move that shoulder cam up a little bit. You guys are sitting a bit low. It's easy enough to just move on up. There we go. Now you're actually sitting on my shoulder. It's like my shoulder was bumping into the cam. I'm like, I don't like it. Turn engine brakes on full. It looks like there's enough grip that'll be able to support the engine brakes. -4 degrees Celsius, so a lot warmer here. Also a lot less snow. At least I think so. Definitely warmer. So yeah, you guys were requesting for this cam back. We'll use it every now and then. Basically the driver's perspective. As close as I can get it. I can't put you guys right in front of my eyes. Might be some kind of safety issues about that. Yeah, we've been making good progress. Running a little bit later than I told Jess I would get home, but making good progress. Yeah, my GPS said we'd be home at 2:30 when we left from Klesnikov, but now it says we'll be home at 3:35, and I want to go fuel up still too, so we're about an hour away from home, maybe a little over an hour. Once we get down to the bottom of Soyuz, it's an hour from there, and I also want to go fuel up, so it'll be more like 4-ish or a little after 4 by the time I'm home. Looking forward to going home and taking a nice relaxing bath, or maybe just a shower and then a bath. I'm too dirty to take a bath. Got to take a shower first so I can take a nice relaxing bath. Alright, let's grab some gears here. So normally you guys are sitting on the hood there, the mount between the GPS and the dash cam. I moved the dash cam down low too, so that whenever something happens, you guys get more the point of view I get. It's kind of the angle. It's a little bit lower than me. I can't move it up higher, but up here, you guys can see everything that I can't see. So I moved it down lower so whoever's watching, if something happens, you get my perspective. Like in an accident or something like that, you actually get my perspective. Instead, if it's sitting on the top, because I used to have it way off on the right-hand side up there. And it's like, that side, the camera can all see that, but I couldn't. So when a car smashes into me from that side, anyone watching the camera goes, hey, how did you not see that car? Now that it's down there, the actual viewpoint I get, now you can go, oh yeah, you can't see that car there. This is always a beautiful descent here when we start doing all these switchbacks. I mean, we've already started doing the switchbacks, but the beautiful ones are coming right up after a couple of corners here. And I think we can do 60, 70 kilometers an hour downhill with the weight we are. That range, once we've gone past all the switchbacks. You only want to do 30, 40 kilometers around those corners. Actually, the first hairpin, you want to do 20 kilometers. It's a little slower in weather like this, just in case it's slippery. Yeah, snow in the Okanagan, you only get that for a couple of weeks a year. Kind of like you Texans. When you guys get snow, it's an event. It's kind of like, well, we get more snow than that. We get snow every year. But it usually only lasts 2 weeks or so, depending on the temperatures. It's supposed to get warm enough. I think it's all going to melt here pretty quick. Whoa, a Soyuz lake is frozen over. No way. That's awesome. A Soyuz lake frozen over and then a little layer of snow on top of it. So the lake is just white. So the big white sheet you guys see, that's the lake. Slow it right on down. They've got a huge barrier here because enough people have hit it. And they want to make sure nobody's going up and over. Want to gain too much speed because we got another tight corner coming up. Got one more corner. After that we can gain a little bit of speed. Technically there's a passing lane here for cars behind us. I know there's at least one car behind us. Does not look like they're going for it. I was going to say hammer down, but we're definitely not going to hammer down. Let's figure out where the speed is, where we can continue holding our speed. Watch out for cars passing here. Looks like they're still not taking it. Yeah, I think this is good. 14th gear. Let's turn the fan on. We're slowly gaining speed. Fan robs us a couple of horsepower, and sometimes that's a difference. That you need coming down. Yeah, it's pretty neat seeing the lake frozen over. Is there... On the north side there is partially not frozen. Looks like that might not be all the way frozen up there. holding steady at 70 kilometers an hour. The speed limit is 80. I think we got the perfect gear for this weight. Made it to the bottom. Definitely not down to 60. We're almost there, but we're not at 60. I'm like, wait, don't slow it down, slow it down. How many hundreds of times have I taken this road? I was just looking at the scenery, all the orchards and the snow. It's all looks so different. Looks like I might be able to use cruise control down here in the valley for the first time in like, well, Monday morning I used cruise control, but I haven't used cruise control all week. And it'll only be little stints where I can do it because of all the corners on Highway 97. Even in the cold weather like this, people are walking around. This is definitely a walking town. Someone's running across the road. Right, I'm a wide load, gotta remember that. And sometimes, now that we're using the shoulder cam, sometimes I get asked, it's like, do all the truckers wave back? Most of them, not all of them, but most of them wave back. A bit of a red there, but I guess some people are in a rush in the snow. Okay, there's some vehicle Jenga going on there. Sip of water. So if we were going directly to Vancouver, we would just stay on Highway 3 westbound, but since we're headed home first, I'm going to go north. Detour an hour north. Got the green lights, so hammer down. Head home and see if I can find a place I can park. My normal parking spot, you're only allowed to park on weekends, and then no parking during week. There's no parking weekdays from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. So that works great when I get home Friday night, but I know I always get blamed Jess for ruining the movie magic, but today is Thursday for me. So I'll see if I can find a spot to park. I'll, like I said, I'll fuel up first. And then see if I can find a spot to park. I know a couple of spots. If they're not taken, I'll take them. If they are taken, worst case, I have to drive out of town and Jess has to come pick me up. See, he didn't wave. I hope you see yourself on YouTube not waving to me. Shame on you. Got my cruise control set at 82 kilometers an hour. Speed limit is 80, but I find the truck never quite gets to the speed cruise control is set unless we're like flat or going downhill. Doesn't matter anyway, I gotta slow down. Here goes the idea of using cruise control. Gotta slow down for slow vehicles. That's all right. No complaining, I'm almost home. So, and I talked about this in a comment, I can only use the shoulder cam on a day it's overcast or driving away from the sun, because the cameras don't like the bright light up on the dash and then dark dash. The contrast is so bad the video is unusable unless it's an overcast day. I mean, I still used it back in the old days when that was the only other camera angle I could think of. And I thought about asking, should we use this camera angle more often? But I know how that's going to work out. Somebody's going to peep up and go, no, I hate this camera angle. If I ask that about the dash cam, no, I hate, or the hood cam, I guess we call it. No, I hate the hood cam. Other people go, love the hood cam. That's their favorite camera. So no matter which angle I choose, somebody hates it and somebody else's favorite camera angle. The rear-facing camera. I hate your rear-facing camera. I don't want to see where you've already been. I can't win with camera angles, so I try to use them. I haven't used this one for a long time because I only ever got negative feedback. Speeding. Let's slow down, cruise control back on. Let people by. Oh. Is a snowplow stopped there? No, just driving very slow. Doesn't even have his plow down. I don't know what he's doing on the shoulder there. That was weird. Oh, somebody blew a tire. 2 tires. One of them is already starting to come apart by the wobbly line, and the other one's not coming apart yet by the straight lines. Probably had an axle lock up in the cold and didn't realize it and blew out 2 tires, and the line stopped right there. He probably noticed it and pulled over on the shoulder. Or they alligated right there and peeled apart and there's no rubber left to leave marks. One or the other. Minus 5 degrees Celsius here. How did it get colder? Didn't both of these people pass me? Fast in the 4-lane section and slow in the 2-lane section. Shouldn't surprise me, right? I know. It's Friday. Spicy me's coming out. I'm in my home turf. This is nice and relaxing after all week. Some nice gray or black top or whatever you want to call it. No black ice, no snow. Let all the guards down. I mean, it's still oversized, but it's one less thing to worry about. Vastu Lake is frozen over. I bet it is. Frozen enough to go ice fishing though? It's like I was talking about cruise control set for 82. I was doing 77 kilometers. I've gone up to 80 now. Now I'm at 81. I'm going downhill, so it will increase. 83, 84. '85, '86, '87. We drop back down to 84. Cruise control on the big rig, the way it's designed, doesn't keep you on the speed limit. It's designed to be more energy efficient, to burn less fuel, to be less pollutant, run greener. Try to get these diesels to run as green as possible. Diesels actually run really clean with the DEF and stuff like the cruise control, the way it's designed. If you get to about 8 or 9 kilometers over the speed limit, then it starts really fighting with engine brakes to get you slowed down. And once you're going way below the speed limit, right now we're doing 75, you can start hearing the engine revving up and giving it more juice. But in between those numbers, it runs as soft on the throttle as possible and as easy on the engine brakes as possible. So I complain about yo-yos all the time, but we are a yo-yo as well, to a certain extent, when you're going up and down. When you're nice and flat, then it just sits at 82. At least they're walking towards me so they can see I'm a wide load. Hate it when they're walking away from me. If I have the room, I'll move over for pedestrians, but if I don't have the room, I need you to get out of the way. That's decapitation 101. on the side of the road, go watch Final Destination first. No, I don't recommend that movie to anyone. Don't go watch that. So it sounds like the boss, if he can make it work, wants me to do a run back. So deliver this Monday morning, get a run back to the Kootenays, and then pick up another wide load just like this to Vancouver again. At least that's what it sounded like. I can't run in the groove. The groove is too far to the left. I need to be further right. This is better. Beautiful town of Oliver. Kids are all getting out of school. Snake my way through the traffic. It's a little narrow here. check out Vasu Lake. We'll call it a day after Vasu. Why are we all hitting our brakes? I'll start hitting mine early. The big rig in front of us is turning off. Concrete blocks on the back. Oh, it's probably a driving school. The way those concrete blocks are set up. Yes, it says student driver on the back. Yep. And yes, the vineyards continue. Like, as soon as we pulled down into Soyuz, the vineyards and orchards started. And they don't stop until you're like north of Vernon somewhere. Probably drive for 3 hours and just keep seeing vineyards and orchards. In a word, Okanagan Valley, vineyards, orchards, and lakes. That would be a good descriptor. Hey, CVSE. I guess that means the scale's closed if we set it down. I always wave to them too. Because honestly, truck driver and CVSE really have the same job to ensure that loads get delivered safely. Tight of a bridge with a load this wide, but that worked all right. Wouldn't want to meet another big rig. I think I would just slow down and stop if there's another big rig. It's like, cars is okay, big rig, a little tight. Here we go, coming up on Vassou Lake. It is frozen over. Yeah, it took forever for winter to show up, but it's here. Oh, there's somebody out ice fishing. Haha. Looks like he's just cleaning up. He's just finished ice fishing. Alright guys, I think we'll end the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I've had a fun week. Driving in the snow can be fun too. As long as you don't push yourself too hard and take it easy, it's quite a bit of fun. Thank you guys so much for all your support. For those of you that have hit that join button, your names show up in the members list. Also, if you guys are paying $5 or more a month, make sure I have your physical address so I can send you a sticker. A bunch of you guys have, and I sent those out. I'm trying to think of a new sticker design for this year to send a new one out, but don't have a new one yet. So if you get in there early, you might get the old one. Plus, once I get the new one figured out, you'll get the new one as well. I have just no idea what I want the new one to be yet, so it's an open blank sheet, but I'm definitely starting to think of it. I just have to wait for the creative juices to hit me. Well, I hope they don't hit me too hard though. Anyway, I am out of here. See you guys Monday. We'll be driving this up and over those mountains towards Vancouver. Till then, I am out of here. You guys rock.